Alright, hello and welcome to this match between Moleyg and Hackingnoises. I am joined by Fulham in the booth. Hello.
Hello. How are you, Antoine?
I am doing good. These players had some interesting draft, I guess. First one being a village, not super surprising. Then a wildcard seed and a jungle temple, which are not very popular, actually.
I think I think this is a pretty interesting set of picks and bans here. I'm glad that Moley has decided to go for something a little bit more interesting because I know that he's been struggling a little bit with things like desert temples, with some of maybe the more generic seeds, and I think he needed something a little bit different to take to Hackingnoises. Obviously, Hackingnoises is a very experienced and high caliber player. And I think that Moley's going to start very simple with a village because he's notoriously quite good at these village seeds with, a higher abundance of food, that sort of stuff. But has then gone for a few wild card things. I don't know exactly the order of these picks and bans, of course.
Yeah, Molly picked the village and the jungle pyramid. He wanted to change his jungle pyramid at the last second for a desert temple, but he just decided to go with jungle pyramid.
Cool.
So
Okay, that's
yeah,
interesting. Obviously, I have a little bit of insider information as to say what he was thinking about playing.
he wanted to
Um,
do like donut spawner, I think, is what he said about the jungle
I can
pyramid,
imagine,
the desert
probably.
temple.
The Desert Temple, yeah.
Yeah.
It does seem like he's kind of looking through. I know this morning he was looking through hacks, picks, and bans from last time
Oh.
to kind of see and play into potentially what is going to what's going to be best to practice for. But I know that he had to pick up an extra shift at work today, so he hasn't
Yeah.
had enough time. He hasn't had too
he,
much
he
time to
hadn't
practice.
practiced much, I guess. It's interesting to bring up the pick and bans from Hax's last match because the bans from this match are the exact same as Cropper against Hacking
Interesting.
Noise. Yeah,
Here
they
we go.
exactly
So
in that order: Monument, BT, Shipwreck. So
maybe he thinks that he can actually just outclass hacking noises. That'd be pretty
Giga Chad
interesting
move.
to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. This seed looks pretty good. I mean, as they're sort of all expected to be, pretty pretty decent. Obviously Molly doing the regular kind of gravel searching with the commands there. Hacking noises in the Nether. I think he's already checked the end to check if it's zeroable, which I'm 99% sure when you know what you're going into, pretty much all of the towers are zeroable, and
Yeah,
that's from a guy that
exactly.
doesn't really know zero.
Unless it's like a very tricky back dragon setup, no matter the cage, no
Yeah.
matter everything else, it should be zeroable.
Yeah,
Um,
as long as it's not like back 103 six deep, like some crazy stuff like that, that wouldn't be quite ideal. But I don't think it is. I think it's front dragon. I think it was pretty easy. I couldn't, I couldn't quite remember it now, but it does seem like Hacking Noise will be going for zeros. I'm sure Molly will as well. Just checking the chest to try and find. I was about to say 20 obby. You don't need 20 obby in this.
you only need 10, but yeah,
Just
he
trying to
does
get to
find
10.
some of it, that's for sure.
Yeah,
We can actually check out the seed notes real quick to see
that'd be very
more
cool.
details. There we go. So, first thing I check is
Oh,
always the rod rates. Here
I was
they're
about to say that's
not the best, but I mean, 6 for 13, slightly below average. It's kind of slow. It's not going to be the fastest seed. I do see on the Hacking Noises side, actually, while this is happening, that the fortress is actually half in red biome and half in Soul Sand Valley. So
okay. So
it's,
it could be playable, kind of 5RD
yeah.
style, I guess. But it does seem like the fortress is pretty far away from the. Oh, unless depends on which stronghold they want to go for. I guess that's the other thing. Obviously, they're all one-eyed, so there's no benefits
Yeah.
to maybe leaving and going for a 2-eye or a 4-eye or something like that. But either way, it's only going to take you one extra blaze rod to get. Sorry, one extra blaze to get the final 12th Ender Eye. It does seem like there's nothing crazy that anyone's missing in the overworld. It is
Yeah.
just village. There is a shipwreck and a ruined, but
What I'm wondering is with string count, so it looks like you're getting 4 beds from 8 blocks, but would you go for 10 or would you go for village beds at this point if you want a zero?
I mean village beds plus 4 blocks because that was a double. It was double triple stables, so I could definitely see them maybe
Ooh.
pushing for that. maybe just playing a single triple instead of going for double triple, because 20 pearls is fine. Obviously, 23 string is definitely not enough to zero, but if you're front loading beds at the village, it could definitely be possible. You hit a hotel, you hit something like that, and then you head into the nether. It would only take you a few extra seconds in the overworld, but you've already got all of the obby from that one chest that you found in the rampart, and you've got fire res, and you've got 20 pearls. I think
Yeah,
that
so
single triple
4 blocks
could definitely be a
might work out. Yeah, for sure. So that would be 2 beds from the trades, and then you could take 4 from the village. Maybe if you get 1
Yeah.
anchor as well, you wouldn't need that much in the village. So
for sure. It
yeah,
looks
sounds
like
good.
Molly's checking that single triple right now, and it looks like Hacking Noises is just double checking
Oh,
where the portal room blind is.
yeah, it is. I was gonna say if it's double triple, you might as well go for it, but it's actually like
It's separate. It's
separated.
divorced. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's not the best. Molly
Is
starts
Molly
running
starting
and
running? Oh,
and
okay.
oh, I thought Hacking Noise was going to as well, but he just reset to I guess refresh the seed, get a new
Hmm. Check the portal
portal.
room.
Yeah,
Does look like he's not actually going to hit this portal room. I wonder if he's just restarting just to do that again, or is he going to go for runs this time?
I think
No,
he's
still
gonna
rooting.
check that
Okay.
again. Yeah, but he's not. Yeah, I was gonna say he's not digging down. He's quite high, so maybe Y30 would work. No, it still doesn't.
No, wow.
I mean, that
Okay,
is
so
a very
it
low
is
power
going to
room.
be
It's
really deep.
Y10.
Y10. All right. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, is he gonna try and offset it and hit this Y19 one instead? Like, and then run down the staircase? I
That
don't know
would
if that's
probably
gonna
work.
be.
Why is Molly going for a blast furnace? Wait. Is that part of the route?
That's that's
Uh,
awesome. I love that if that's the case.
I mean,
He's still playing fundy difficulty. No, you can't spawn in lava pools anymore, Molly.
oh, it looks like he
No
is. So
way.
he
That's
killed.
awesome.
I'm guessing he killed the golem for that iron pickaxe that was not a
Mhm.
blacksmith, and then he's smelting some iron for a bucket. That's fun. That's funny. I mean,
Is
I
it
guess
time to
that's
grab
more
beds? I mean, maybe.
consistent. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's more consistent than bucket struts, but I guess it is. Like if you overlap it while you're getting wood, getting beds, that's probably fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not horrible. I definitely don't hate it. I think it's a bit quirky. I think that's quite cool. And he's obviously done with his routing a lot faster than Hacking Noises is. Still trying to get this portal room blind. I do fear that Moley probably hasn't checked this, though. So
Yeah,
either
he'll
maybe
probably
going for
just
a
dig
different
down.
stronghold, or he'll just end up having to dig down. But it's that sort of thing where he can realize that in the run. He can be like, oh, damn, I didn't hit portal room this first run. That's fine. I'll now route after my first run, just double
Yeah,
check where the Y level needs to be, and then I'll go back and run again. Because all this time that Hacking Noise is spending, I don't think he's gaining a lot of information from this. And obviously, Moley will end up with this information, just
exactly.
maybe with a completion under his belt as well.
That's what the best players usually are able to do. Like the players who placed at the top in ESI2, is they have a very short routing phase, but they get a lot of information actually from their first run, and then they can correct it to get the fastest one. And that's
Definitely.
usually how you want to play at the top level for ESI.
It seems like that would make a lot of sense as well, because with the timer being a lot shorter than old ESIs, obviously I think it used to be an hour, now it's 40 minutes. I think 40.
Yeah, it was
40
an
minutes.
hour for the qualifications for ESI2,
Yeah.
but then it was 40 minutes still for the brackets.
Right, gotcha. Yeah, so I guess that these guys, they only have 40 minutes, so you need to spend as much time as you can running. Given that these seeds are going to take anywhere between I'm sure we've had like 6-minute completions and stuff,
Yeah.
but kind of in the region of probably around 10 minutes,
7
give or
to
take.
yeah, it's usually
Yeah.
7 to 10.
Sure. I think this one's probably going to be slightly on the higher side, so I'm talking like 9-ish minutes. Well, I guess with the zero, it could
With
be
0, yeah. I mean, the rates are gonna slow down significantly, but I don't know
True.
by how much. So we'll have to see.
It is only
And-
going to be single triple as well, so that's going to be a pretty quick bastion.
Nice.
It just kind of depends on how Molly's going to deal with the fortress, whether he's going to force that 5RD kind of thing. It looks like Hacking Noises is starting to run now.
Yep,
Finished
exactly.
with his routing.
And he's gonna probably go for the same thing as Molly, where he's gonna kill the golem for the iron pick, but then I don't know if he's gonna go for cut strat or if he's gonna do the same with the blast furnace. That'd be interesting
That's
to
what
see.
we'll find out. Looks like
Moleyg is
is
gonna hang a
Molly out?
pearl. I think
Is
he's
he
gonna hang a
hanging
pearl,
now?
right?
Okay.
I mean, it is very possible that he's out because 4 blocks.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just out.
Yeah, he's just gone. That
Oh,
was a
that
really
is
quick
really
bastion.
fast. It's gonna be
I think
and he's hanging a pearl
double,
as well.
double pearl.
So it looks like it's gonna be the same stronghold as Hackingnoises. Even though he's hanging a pearl, I would assume that it's in the same general area as the fort. So
Yeah, it feels like it. And I think that Moley's probably most confident with this seed as well, with the village seed. I know that that's kind of his bread and butter. He likes to be able to have a bit of food, have enough stuff to play around with, guarantee the 0 with the beds. I just know that he feels more confident on these kind of seeds, and I can kind of see that confidence coming out with that double pearl, with the pearl hang in the distance. It just seems like he's in his flow state right now.
and the
I am a
fact that
little
he
bit worried when it
rotted,
comes to
yeah, the fact that he
jungle.
rotted for that this fast is also very impressive. Like rotting a pearl hang is always like you gotta check some stuff, but here yeah, I think he used like 5 minutes of scouting at most.
Yeah, definitely. It was a pretty short scout session, and he knows that he has to kill, what, 13, I think it was, blazes
Yep.
for these 6 rods, so, you know, he's just getting to work on these guys. I think he's already at 4, but I guess the next few are just not going to drop. Dealing with the wither skeletons nicely, though.
Strays are kind of good, actually. They're very good. I see
They're
more in the
going
back
really-
now. Yeah,
these
that
are going
SSV
pretty crazy
portion
right now.
is...
Just a little bit worried about his pearl hang, because it was in this direction that he's walking to. I think he's reduced his render down to 3 now rather
Yeah.
than 5.
So he should be on 4 right now because these aren't dropping, and we know that 5 and 6 both drop in
Yeah.
a row. So I guess the next 2 blazes should drop.
Yeah,
if he's
when
hearing
the next
some.
blaze drops, I think he'll get the one after. Guess he has to go for the spawner now because, as you say, only half of it's in SSV. Oh,
he's
and
dead,
that looks like
and
death. That is
yeah.
a death for Moley.
Gets
Gets jumped by 2 wither skeletons. That's not what you want to see.
and he only had gravel in his inventory. That is quite unlucky.
Nice start to the run, but really just got, lost it all in that one lapse of concentration potentially. Trying to find the underground spawner.
Looks
Unfortunate.
Hackingnoise is going for the other side rampart. It's probably not big significance, but I'm thinking since it's the closest one to the fort, I mean, might as well.
Yeah, it is. It is the closer one to the fort, so it does make sense.
Oh, he's
Easier.
going for both, actually.
Oh, he's hitting double. Okay.
Okay, so that's a good one, actually.
So I guess he's sacrificing. Sorry, well, I guess he's sacrificing this time in exchange for Overworld being, I don't know, a few seconds faster.
Yeah, I
I
actually
just don't
didn't
see how it would
catch
work,
what
but-
his overworld was.
Grabbed some wheat and stuff, but only 1 bed in the inventory. So I guess he has to force 2 to get the enough for 0 cycle.
Okay, I meant also the did he do
Oh,
construct?
yeah.
Did he smelt
I'm
iron?
not sure. I missed that bit as well.
Yeah.
Soul Speed Boots coming out to play here.
Oh,
like-
so Hacks actually, I got the info from chat. He actually killed the golem and made the bucket, and then he just got the iron for the pick in the bastion. Makes sense.
That's really clever. It does make a lot of sense. That might be quicker than Moley's blast furnace play.
I mean, his
I
overall
quite
is
like that.
definitely super quick, but then he spends a bit more time in the bastion, but that might be
Yeah.
worth it.
I feel like you could have like a mix of both of these guys' strats for the overworld, whereby you get more beds like Moley does, but then you don't need to get this blast furnace, and instead you hit the iron in the bastion. You can still go for 4 blocks of gold rather than 8.
That's true.
Obviously, I guess Hax is going for a little bit more string, etc. Obviously, I think it's 47 that he ends up with, which is just 1 too short to make a perfect 4 bed.
Surely there is one in chest though. Like
You would
bastion
hope
chest
so.
would usually have some strings.
But it does look like he's leaving on 47. So
Oh well, no strings in chests.
lots of strays. I didn't see what they were. But
yeah,
they
no.
are- Ooh, okay. There's a couple of blazes.
Hanging a pearl as well. No, I'm worried about unhanging the pearl here. Going back to the blazes.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Going to these blazes definitely.
you
could
mentioned
unhang
that.
as well.
Oh yeah, there we
And
go.
There it is.
Oh, and he's dead. I think. Yeah. The
Yeah, that
pearl
is
hits
it
the
for
fortress
Hackingnoises as
and
well.
he has to reset. Moleyg now back close to the bastion. And it's kind of a back and forth. I mean, they both learned from this overworld. Obviously, Hackingnoises knows that he can't hang a pearl there. He has to find another way.
Yeah, has to be a little bit more careful with that pearl hang. Moley is still, of course, unaware of the portal room being at Y10. I don't know if he checked that specifically. Maybe he did very briefly and knows to dig down pretty deep, but it does seem like that could be a point of contention. He may have to spend a few minutes in the overworld digging down if he doesn't realize. And yeah, I guess Moley's just going for this rampart because it's easier to get to. Maybe get the
Yeah.
trade started earlier.
Oh,
Ideally, ooh, that's not nice.
there we
Okay,
go.
gets past. Does take a lot of damage, but obviously he got a ton of bread from the overworld. 3 hay bales still in his inventory, so
Yeah, I was gonna say I only see 4, but that's the one you got from the chest. So yeah,
yeah.
the 3 heralds are gonna come in handy. He's gonna overlap it with the pig's trading, so that's really nice. And now he's got more
Yeah,
than
just
10.
enough
So.
to heal. Happy to, you know, play around with pearl hangs, be able to be confident with his pearling and such. Oh, jeez, that gets
Oh,
jumped
that is
by these guys.
gonna... Yeah, that's gonna be a problem here. He's gonna be able to heal, but that's just not gonna be pleasant. He's gonna have to... Oh my god.
Oh my god, losing the 1v1. He has not been playing
I
enough
mean,
top
to be
white. Oh
fair,
my
that was more
gosh.
for 1v2.
That was a
but,
2v1, yeah, you're right.
but still, really, really not great. It's gonna have to reset here. I don't know what the issue was, because it looked like these pigs could get to the rampart he was on
Yeah.
pretty easily, but they didn't get in the hole, so...
Just
I
decided
don't know
not to
what...
come down to the gold hole. That's pretty
Yeah.
frustrating if you're Molly G, but actually I think he just had that common brain fog where it's like you're running away from something because you don't know what to do and you couldn't quite react in time. Sadly, not able to think of a good solution of getting out of that 2v1 very quickly. Hax is in the nether again. We're going to see this common boat as we've seen both players do from
That's
the
really
high terrain
nice.
down to the low terrain. Just about getting there with a couple of hopping in and out.
And yeah, I think Molly was at this spot about 3 minutes in, actually, entering the bastion. I can't quite tell the time from a hacking notes, but I think it's 2:20. So
Yeah,
obviously
definitely faster.
much faster overworld, but has to get the pickaxe, and he does trade the 2 ramparts. That surely takes a bit more time. Okay, the pig's de-aggro on him. That's nice.
Okay, that's nice.
It's kind of
But yeah,
weird
you're-
sometimes, the aggro of pigs when you don't have armor, you open a chest in front of them, and then you put on the armor, and sometimes they'll de-aggro, and sometimes
yeah.
they won't. It's
definitely frustrating because it seems very inconsistent. I'm sure there's a way of telling, but it doesn't feel like there is at least.
yeah.
Yeah, Molly definitely spending more time in this overworld than Hax does. And that's fine, I guess, because he spends less time in the Bastion, but I think that there could definitely be some sort of balance between the two. Like, Hackingnoises doesn't need to go and get... Oh, actually, Hackingnoises picked up 3 beds this time. So he doesn't need to go and get the second
So he
rampart.
did realize that he could just do single rampart. He even gets an extra block from this rampart if he needs
wow,
it, but
so
I
he can get-
guess it's not required. No, he's going for it still.
Still going for it.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, new
Yeah,
hole?
is still going for it. Interesting.
Wait, what was that from? Oh, is it for the pigs that are trying to
The
get to
pigs
him?
that fall down, yeah.
Oh.
Kind of works.
Kinda, but
He
this
hit
guy is...
one. So,
Okay.
Oh, no. There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
my god.
doesn't work perfectly. There's one more.
Okay,
But yeah,
he is
still forcing
alive.
Those 9 blocks just doesn't seem
Yeah.
to make much sense to me. He's gonna get the pearls. He's gonna get the fire res. He doesn't need much string this time.
Yeah, he's got 3 beds already. He's gonna get 4 most likely here.
I didn't check the anchor rates on this one. And I haven't seen any of the anchor materials. Well, there's 12 crying there and 36 glowstone, so that's 2 anchors.
Moleyg enters the bastion around 2:45 this time, so it's about 20 seconds slower than Hackingnoises, which is not I mean, it's significant, but considering he's got already the pick, he's probably got more beds, that sounds fine.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is pretty reasonable because I think once Hackingnoises had to dance around the piglins getting those couple of iron ingots, it ended up taking a little while to actually get the pigs in the hole. I think honestly, all in all, the routes are pretty similar at the very start like this.
Ooh,
But I do think that single triple is just going to be faster. So I do think Molly's probably going to take, um,
the
probably going
fastest
to enter the
run.
fortress at least enter the fortress faster.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know
Oh,
about their pearl hangs and such, and obviously these strays. And it looks like the strays are looking quite nice
they're
for
decent.
hacking noises here.
He also fixed his pearl hang. He did it from different spots. And yeah, it looks like the straights are not the worst. And the pace is also quite good.
Yeah, pace looks pretty decent. Could potentially get another 2 runs in this time. I think Molly's also about to enter the fort, and you can see that Molly's just going to enter
Oh,
this fortress like
Molly's.
30,
Yeah,
35 seconds faster.
that is much faster. And
Goes
which
for
is very funny to think about that smelting iron is just. I mean, it's not that makes the run faster, but he's literally smelting iron, and it's faster than just getting the iron already in the bastion.
yeah, I do think that Molly could have maybe looked for iron in the bastion, but maybe didn't think about it. Oh my god,
That's
getting
true.
bullied by these mobs again.
Oh,
Ghast coming in. He's on half a heart or something.
yeah, looks like he's very low. He's on
Okay, 2
oh
HP.
2 hearts. That's still not great.
Not
Uh,
fantastic. Does have this bread. I mean, that's the one big thing about bread over like salmon or something like that. The saturation value and the healing is just not. It's not great. It's good to have those slow healing, like a lot of slow healing food, because you know it's gonna work out for you in the end. But you can't deal with taking a lot of damage at once, and that's how we've seen Molly die in the first run through of this seed.
oh my god, Molly
Here
has
we
to
go.
block
Okay.
himself. Oh, taking more damage, but he's fine. Hiking Noise is in the stronghold. He did
Yeah,
exactly
hits
what
the
you said,
stronghold.
where he's not going for the portal room, and instead he's going to the 119, and then going downstairs.
And it
Really good
seems to be working pretty
catch.
well.
Yeah.
Has the 12 pearls, prepping for zero,
Ooh.
tons of explosives, I think.
Two
I think that's
anchors. Yeah. Okay.
two anchor, 6 beds. So obviously
Is that?
different color beds, so could make a little, a little mistake here or there. But doesn't look like he's got many blocks actually. Are
Oh,
those
that could be an
all
issue.
gravel?
That's
It
gravel,
is
but actually he has 10 solid blocks, so that's probably
10 solid
enough
blocks and
with...
40 gravel.
Yeah, I
Surely
think
that will
that's
be
fine.
okay.
I mean, okay, yeah, he needs to start using the
Yeah.
gravel blocks. Uh-oh.
Oh,
I guess that will work.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, just about. All right.
Is that a
That was a
hybrid
little bit
setup?
scary.
Oh, the first bit breaks. He
Ooh.
pearls down. He only has half a heart left. He has no... if he has no food, he needs to
One
reset.
apple.
He has one
On
apple.
his top bar.
That might be enough. Does he have
He had
anything to
25
make...
gold. He had 25 gold in his
Oh,
inventory. I knew it, man. He could have
well...
crafted a golden apple to make sure.
Okay. I was gonna say that's still good because you can make some armor with that 25 gold and take less damage from the bed explosions, but I don't know if he's gonna go for that. Yes, he is. Okay.
Okay. I think he'll be fine with the armor, but I think the golden apple would have at least healed him back up to half HP
Yeah.
or something like that. So
I didn't
would have
even
even
think
been
about
able to
that.
let him pearl. Looks like Molly's also going to at least try and enter the stronghold. It does look like he's dug down pretty deep. Oh yeah, Y19. So
Alright. Oh, hits the
and he
portal
hits the
room.
portal room. So pretty damn good. Let's see if Molly can hit this one zero cycle.
I don't think he's... Is he going for it? Oh yeah, he has the beds pre-crafted. I didn't catch that. I don't... No, he's not going
Making a
for it.
tick. No, he's not going for it.
Is he?
Bow.
Okay.
Half bow.
For a second, I thought he was going for one shot with the bow.
That would have been brilliant. Ooh, that's not a great first bed.
That's not... Yeah. I'm wondering if the endstone is...
Okay, no, that's
Okay, there we go.
gonna be
Half
fine,
a heart,
yeah.
though. That was close.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't quite ideal, but Hackingnoises is going to be the first person to finish out one of these seeds in just under 9:10.
902, yeah.
Not an awful time, but I know that he'll want to improve on that. I do think I am a little bit surprised that Molly doesn't go for zero here. I guess it's the fact that it was. I don't know. I'm just hoping to see him go for zero on the next few run-throughs.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's because it's the first run. He knows it's not going to be the fastest one, so he's trying to just get a completion here and, get the fastest run on a better end entry.
100%. No, I definitely agree with that as well. I think that's a good idea. Getting that first run under your belt, you've done more routing inside this run, even though you're not, in spectator mode or whatever, you still learn little bits throughout. It's like, oh, actually, maybe I can pearl hang a little bit further, or, I can go to this part of the fortress, which is more SSV, and like little things that you're going to pick up on during the run, that you wouldn't have to pick up on otherwise.
Yeah.
Wait, has he
Uh,
only got 3 explosives?
no, surely
No, he must
not.
have anchors.
Yeah. I mean, there's no
Like,
way, right? How could
he's
he?
taken
Did he
out all the
forget wood?
towers.
Oh, so that's why he did full bow. I was gonna say it's kind of weird to go for half bow on an ESI seat because you're
Yeah,
guaranteed a
I was
pretty
confused because
decent
that
perch.
perch was 115 or something. It's like, well, that's a pretty good perch. I don't know if it's gonna make it faster. Was there no wood?
I'm guessing he just forgot wood. I did see
That's
Hacking Noise getting wood
so
in the
troll,
nether.
actually.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's actually bowing it as well. Dude, it's so rough.
I mean, he's not gonna be able
Okay,
to
here's the
3-bet it
perch.
unless he's Oh,
Well, with
don't
no
bow it.
anchors,
No.
it's pretty reasonable. Oh, I don't like
Okay.
bowing it before it perches
No,
here.
definitely not. Oh, bad first bet as well.
Oh,
Okay,
we're
that's gonna
gonna have
be
to see a second perch.
unless his bow accuracy is like really on point. I
Oh
don't know how many
yeah,
arrows
okay,
he
that's
has.
true. He hopefully will have some
Uh,
arrows. Ow. A little bit of fire tick damage here. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
that's
This
fine.
looks like he'll be able to bow it before the next perch.
So many Endermen going after the dragon as well. It's
Dude!
not
And he's
helping.
on 2 hearts as well because of that dragon's breath from the fire.
Oh, I didn't see the dragon's breath.
Oh
Oh,
wait,
and the
there's actually an
Enderman.
Enderman mad at
That's
him.
yeah,
I didn't
that's
realize that.
probably what was happening.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense.
All right, couple more arrows should do the trick.
And all
Come
the
on.
meanwhile, Hacking Noises is in this. Oh, dude, hit your shots.
I was gonna say, I've seen.
Moley!
I mean, the dragon is pretty high, to be fair. Um, oh my god, it's still
He's
not
still
dead. There we go.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I've seen Molly. I think in his last match and this match now force some pretty horrible completions. I don't know if it's to try to at least get 1 point and not have wasted that much time, but there is a point where it is beneficial to just reset and
Yeah, at
try to
this
get the
point, I think
fastest
he
run.
knows he's only gonna have one run of this. I mean, if he dies in the bastion or something, he can definitely have another shot at it. But it's looking like there's only gonna ever be one more completion in this seed. So no matter how long he's gonna take here, he needs to rely on the fact that he's gonna get the fastest completion.
That's
And
for
obviously
sure.
at that point, when you're 10 minutes into the run and you're bowing the dragon to death, you know that run's not the fastest completion. So you may as well finish it out, guarantee that you're gonna at least win if you do get the fastest completion. Because of course, hypothetically here, Hacking Noises could have 2 completions by now and be midway through his third. So Moley would need to get one on the board as well as then getting another, which was also the fastest, maybe 3.5 versus 3. Obviously, we did see that Hacking Noises did die in his first run through as well, same as Moley. So I don't know. Molly has to get this seed in under 9 minutes and also in under whatever Hacking Noises completes his run in.
Yeah, that's the hardest part probably. Unless Hacking Noises somehow messes up and he's unable to get another run, then yeah, it's basically a matter of who can get the fastest run in this one.
Yes, indeed. And it does look like, I mean, I'd be surprised to see Hacking Noises not have another completion here, because even if he does die in this fortress, like now, he
Yeah,
takes a
he'd
death in the next
still
minute or
have enough
two,
time.
he can still go for another run through of this. Here we go. You see him leaving with 21 gold still,
Yeah, that's what
and with some apples.
that's what I was gonna mention when you said he had 25 last time in the end. Is I'm surprised that he didn't realize that he could maybe go for just 4 blocks when that happened, or even 5, because he does get an extra one in
He
his
does get one in the
chest.
like you mentioned, yeah, and that's what's confusing to me, because obviously he's getting 36 gold from the second rampart, but then I guess he's also trading that 1 extra gold block, so I guess he's got 9 blocks and he's left with 3, so he's getting the 6 blocks worth. And if you look on the ESI website, it does say 47 string, so maybe he's just trying to get 6 blocks rather than 8, because why trade the next 2 blocks if it doesn't help?
Yeah, maybe I
I don't know.
overestimated the Bastion chest having strings
I don't know how they've
consistently.
not got one
Yeah,
string
that's
though. Like,
weird to me
there's
with a double triple. Yeah,
you're looting all, all 8 chests equivalent, right?
could
Like
just
you've
kill
got
a
those 2 doubles and 4
yeah.
singles, and he actually looks in all of them because he gets the 3 iron from that first, from the
Oh,
bottom of double.
Molly reset. I
Wait, what
missed what
happened?
happened. He just entered the. I think it was still in the overworld. I think his game crashed.
Oh no,
Oh, that's
nightmare
tough.
moment.
Yeah.
That's not looking good.
Well, he'll obviously get extra time for that crash. That is obviously not
Yeah,
great.
pretty out of his control.
Yeah.
All in the meanwhile, Hacking Noise has actually hit a spawner this time rather than going for strays. Oh, and the rod drops. Actually, is that going to be important? Who knows? I guess you can't tell where the
Uh,
seventh rod comes from, or
yeah,
when the
depends.
seventh rod
Actually,
comes.
that could be big. We had a match where the seventh rod was 5 places later, and that was
Oh, that's rough.
significant. Yeah. Uh,
Okay, so Molly loading back into the world now. Obviously, having lost some time, and it does reset him right
oh.
at the start
Okay.
as well. So
The sixth rod was just two after, so that's not the end of the world. It was the same wave. He would have gotten the sixth one anyway.
okay, that's fine. Reloads in this pearl, checks what coordinates he needs to be at, and I assume he grabs wood here.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did last time. He's not doing it now though.
Okay,
Uh,
interesting.
I mean, oh, he just threw out wool, so I guess he has crafted the beds already.
Oh, maybe so. Oh, actually, yeah, he was at the spawner for a while, so maybe he grabbed it there. Again, though, how many solid blocks does he have? Oh, 39 wood in his inventory from the
Nice.
overworld, so tons. He's got enough solid blocks to be able to zero this as well, if he does have zero materials, which it
Yep.
does look like he does.
Has the two-color beds as well, not a problem. It is back dragon, but shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, for some reason, I thought it was front when he checked it earlier. My fault. But yeah, looks like hopefully as long as the dragon doesn't break the bed, yeah, no, very
Alright,
comfortable
yeah.
this time.
Oh, and that is gonna be a really fast run. He's gonna improve by a bit
It's
under a
about a minute
minute.
faster, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Which, oh, okay. Which, yeah, that's about the difference between a perch and zero cycles. So, about
Yeah, it's a very good
50 seconds improvement.
good completion. Very good completion there. I think Moley is going to be under the cosh here. Going to have this one completion, and it needs to be faster than, well, 8 minutes 15. However, there is a slim chance Hacking Noises can get one more run with 7:40 left.
Yeah. Actually,
If
there
he
is a
plays this
chance.
perfectly, there is a good chance that, maybe he goes for the single triple. Now he knows, well, I've only got this much time to complete. Maybe he goes for the single triple rather than the divorce triple here. And
If he does go
could,
for it, that could definitely save those last 30 seconds he needs.
yeah, maybe a couple of better strays, one less bed for the zero kind of thing. Like, there's definitely ways of seeing this go Hacking Noises' way, no matter what Moley does here. Getting that extra completion on the board, as well as pretty much locking up the fastest time. That is
Again,
going to be down to whether he
unless
goes for
Molly
some
gets
risk
a
play.
time faster than, 7:45, but that is, I mean, with a single triple, there is a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
If he gets good enough strays, if he's confident enough, he hits the zero. I'm not, surely he does go for zero, right?
I would very much hope so. I assume last time he forgot wood and was like, oh, damn, I need to just go for full bow this time.
Hmm.
But I would be surprised if he doesn't go for zero. Molly's pretty confident with his zero cycles as far as I know.
Yeah, he was actually one of the first runners to attempt it in a tournament, so I'd be
There you
surprised
go.
if he didn't keep up with it. I think he uses old setups though. I've seen runners say that Molly doesn't use the best zero setups
Oh.
anymore, but
Only 9 planks going into the nether, though. Like, that's the issue that we're going to face here. He's not going to have enough planks to really make too many beds.
yeah,
I mean, 3 beds is going to be fine because he's already picked up 3 from the overworld and plus 2 anchors that I believe he gets. It should be fine still. But, if he needs to start using these blocks to pillar up or do anything like that, we're going to start to be worried about whether he has enough blocks to even complete this zero cycle.
Yeah, I'm being told that he uses setups from 2020, and that they're just slower than the current ones we have. So
Yeah.
yeah, if he enters the end at the same time as Hiking Noise, they both go for 0. There is a chance Hiking Noise just wins purely on better updated setup.
Yeah, has the speed to get up to the right Y height that he needs to be at. And wait, is Molly? Oh no, I thought Molly was going for the second triple there. No, he does this rampart, doesn't he? That makes a lot more sense. Gonna leave with 8 gold. Okay, no, gonna take one more trade or two more trades. Loads his pearl in. Is heading to the fort at
Okay.
4 minutes. A little bit slower than
That
his last run,
is,
I
yeah,
think.
that is 10 seconds slower
15
than his
seconds
last
slower,
run.
yeah.
Okay, there we go. He hangs the pearl. Hopefully he doesn't get strays like straight to the direction of the pearl, but if he does, he shouldn't go for them. Looks like
Yeah, that's the frustrating thing. It's like you see the strays, but you know that you can't go that way because it'll load your pearl in, exactly how Hacking Noises did earlier on. Couple more strays over this direction, using his pearls. I really like that he's using his pearls quite aggressively, trying to save some of the time that he might have lost in that bastion, or maybe even in the overworld. But I wonder if he knows where the spawner is. Now, it looked like Hax just knew exactly where to go to that spawner that he needed because, the strays started to look bad. Because we saw that Molly was going to a spawner earlier, but then died to the Wither Skeletons.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of lacking strays in that red section now. But yeah, he's heading towards the spawner.
Yeah, okay. He knows exactly where to go, but it doesn't have that wood nearby. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there was wood next to where Hacking Noise was doing his spawner.
oh, okay, second spawner over here. So
Yeah,
he knew where both of them were, and it looks like if he does want to grab some wood, he probably can from this location. It does look like it's Crimson around. But not going to use a bed, probably, just because of the lack of... He just made a gold pick. Now he can't make all of his beds. Oh, no, he can.
wait.
Okay. He didn't have
Yeah,
enough
I was
string
gonna
to make all of
say.
those beds.
Okay, there we
I
go.
was going to say, like, he's only got 7 wood now, but he can only make 2 beds from the string that he had anyway.
Makes
so,
sense. Okay.
Um, looks
So
like...
how many explosives is that in total? I would assume he has 3 anchors like Hacking Noise does.
3? I thought Hacking Noise only had 2 anchors. Maybe
No,
there
yeah,
was
no,
3.
two.
But yeah, it looks like 2 anchors and maybe 4 beds, which is fine.
It's zeroable, yeah.
Yeah, nothing crazy there. I think that Molly's more than capable to hit that. He is only flashing his inventory very shortly. I think he's got 1, 2. I see at least 4 beds.
Okay, I'm worried though because the time to beat is 8:50, and he would need to be in the end in 30
There is
something
not
seconds.
2 anchors. There is not 2 anchors. I can confirm that
Okay.
much.
Yeah, no, I think that's
I don't
too
even know if
late.
there's any anchors.
Oh, unhanging the pearl now though.
Ooh, bit of damage.
Okay.
Falls into the lava, but wants to so that he can get down low enough to hit this portal room. I don't know if he's got any anchors here. It looks like it's 5 obby. 5 crying.
Yeah, I mean he's just
Maybe
not
I'm
gonna have
wrong,
time. He's just straight out not gonna have time to beat 8:15. That's
Yeah.
I mean no. Like he still needs to craft the eyes, still needs to put the eyes in the portal.
Yeah, and the perch is at 115. Even if he hits a 4-bed 0 here, I don't think that's going to really happen.
I mean, it will
Will be
still be
pretty close,
good,
but-
and a moral booster if
Yeah.
he can hit that 0, of course.
I just don't know if he's going to be able to go for it. 'cause he's
Molly
only got 4 beds.
does, yeah, Molly does, in fact, not know. Oh, he's just going for 1 cycle.
Yeah, because he's only got 4 beds. He's only got 4 explosives. I mean,
Oh,
even
yeah, no
the
anchors.
confident
Yeah,
players
no,
probably
you're
wouldn't
right.
Wouldn't probably go for the 4-bed
Oh.
0. He's going to take this completion anyway and hope that it's the best. But as we know, it is not, meaning that the game 1 is locked up for Hacking Noises here.
Yeah, Akinos was struggling with mobs here. Thankfully, it's not, like, even if he dies, that wouldn't be a loss for him.
If Hacking Noises hits the 0, he's going to save another 30 seconds on his time, I
That's
think. 'cause he
crazy,
might
yeah.
just get into the end in time. Gonna
It's
be close, though.
110, yeah. Actually, on his screen, he has like 3 seconds less. Needs to
I'm
craft
not
the
sure anymore.
ice. Yeah, I mean, with a fast setup going high enough. Oh, he needs to craft again. Okay,
He
no.
needs to craft. Yeah, no, it's over. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta go, man.
I
You
mean,
gotta go.
45 seconds end. Anyone?
Four bed zero back dragon. He hits these.
Yeah, surely. Oh, he hits the crystal. Still
Oh,
gonna go
not
for it.
ideal.
I mean, there is a chance. No, the dragon left.
Yeah,
Makes
no,
sense.
the dragon has gone.
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah.
wait. Oh, no. Okay.
And Molly does get the perch just in time, I think.
Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be
He's gonna need
enough.
to hit the,
Wait. 3,
he's gonna need to
2.
hit the four
He needs to
bed,
hit the plus
and
1. No!
no,
He
doesn't
doesn't
get
hit
there.
it. I mean, yeah, it doesn't change
He's gonna be-
the outcome of the
Oh.
match, but
I guess he would get this completion with the crash added
yeah,
time.
okay.
Which I
That's
forgot about.
that's fair. That's fair.
However, you know, it's still not going to be fast enough for him to get that bonus score. 9:21 is the score on the door there, and still a minute too slow. And Hackingnoises does take that first seed.
Yeah, I mean, pretty convincing work from Hacking Noise here. Molly also played well, I feel like, but the big issue, I guess, was the zero cycle mostly. I don't know really what happened. Like you did mention, he had no anchors. I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, either he didn't pick up the crying obby from a chest, maybe, or that it was just not quite. You know, he also didn't have enough wood to craft all of his string into beds. I think he had enough to make 2 beds, but only was able to make 1. Maybe I was incorrect there, but just didn't quite get enough explosives on that last run through to be able to get there. So obviously he did get the crash, but the crash isn't going to save him 8 minutes to be able to run the whole thing back because he didn't get the seed best. So he would have had to get a completion that was faster than 8 minutes 15. And maybe if he had the 0 setup, it could have been possible, but I just don't. I don't think it was in that last run. He wasn't in the stronghold fast enough. So, Hacking Noise is taking that victory pretty comfortably. Obviously, did die in that first run through, but so did Moley. And that's going to be seed number 1. What's going to be coming up next? What seed do we know?
Next up is going to be a wildcard seed, so it could be anything. We don't know what to expect, so
Very cool.
we'll be back with that in about 4 minutes, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everyone, to ESI3. We have Moleyg, Hackingnoises. Hackingnoises taking the first seed in the village, which was Moleyg's pick, overrunning exactly what he wanted to do. And we're going to be seeing a wild card seed right now. So who knows what that's going to be. Antoine, can we get some examples of what you think wild card seeds really entail?
Wildcard seeds could be anything. It could be a wild overworld, could be a wide nether. It could even be like a 12 ice, for example, on some occasions. So there are just, yeah, many examples of wildcard seeds.
That would be awesome to see.
And this one,
12
oh, yeah, okay. So this one is a jungle temple and desert pyramid. And actually the dig down is in the desert pyramid, I think, for like the best lava pool.
Oh, awesome. Okay, great. That's cool. Meaning that you don't even really want to use TNT on wood. You kind of just want to be able to dig straight down after the temple.
Probably,
Yeah, you can
unless
see
they find
Molly's
something
looking
better.
around.
That's just what the
Molly's
seed notes
looking
say.
for a lava pool, and it doesn't look like there's one on the surface that's super visible, at least.
Oh, there's a rune portal?
Ruins. It's kind of
Oh.
far, but it would work.
Yeah, there is
Gold
not
armor, little big hole.
much. I mean, it could work. There is lava at the bottom. It's kind of far. I don't know. I still would go just dig down from the temple. There's a decent ravine, but again, if you're gonna run this much for it, you might as well. Actually, no, it's right close.
So, it doesn't look great.
I'm kind
Either
of
way, it's gonna be a
conflicted.
lot of
Yeah,
dig down, I think.
I feel like you could make both work.
There's one right here at the surface, though, that looks a bit better. You have to run a little bit, but I think that's probably what Molly's going to go for. It's right under this tree that's in the desert. So it's very easy to spot exactly where it is.
Yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool.
It looks like that's what Molly's going for, at least. And Hackingnoises is trying to find where this.
Oh,
where
and
the
there we
best
go.
lava is.
Finds the
Looks like he
same.
found the same pool.
All right, neat. Now, are either of them gonna skip one of the structures, or are they gonna go before both? Is another question.
So I think that they're probably going to go for both, but it does look like food is going to be a bit of an issue on this seed. I didn't see anything
Yeah.
apart from rotten flesh, and that's
always
obviously
is.
going to be tough.
Yeah, it's always an issue on especially jungle pyramids. It's also a big issue on desert temples, but sometimes you get golden apple.
Yeah, there may have been golden apples there, but I wasn't 100% sure. I didn't spot any. And it looks like there's 2 gravel just in this wall as you dig down to the lava pool, so that's perfect as well. Able to grab flint there. Molly just taking the simple scouting route of this nether. Oh, is there 2 different bastions you can go for?
I think the seed notes mentioned that there's a treasure bastion. Actually, let's check out the seed notes or the seed info.
Let's have a little look.
So, looks like 5 for 10, 6 for 12. Looks
Pretty
like
average.
yeah, looks like there is only one bastion choice really.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, definitely only really one bastion choice here. Do you ever play fort first?
there is a chance. I mean, if the fort expands into 0-0, you may have to. I would probably just force bastion first, regardless.
Yeah, it does make sense, especially in ESI. You're gonna really want those pearls to be able to, pearl hang. But I guess the only reason that I mention it is because of that portal room number 3. Looks like it has a really nice overlap with that bastion coordinates right there. Looks like you could pretty much build your portal at the bastion. However, it doesn't seem like it's going to be the perfect play. There is obviously that jungle pyramid and the desert temple in the overworld. First flint from 2, which is fantastic because there's exactly 2 bits of gravel right in the hill that you have to dig into.
That's nice.
And yeah, obviously the treasure bastion is going to have more than enough gold blocks, tons and tons of string.
I was
going
gonna say, yeah, 2 stacks of strings from 10 blocks. It's treasures. I would probably just trust the 104. I don't really know exactly like how likely it is to get 10 blocks from treasure.
Yeah, 10 blocks might be a little bit tough, but you're at least going to get 8.
Yeah, for sure. And if they go for the desert temple, surely this time there's gonna be strings in it.
Hopefully there'll be strings in the desert temple.
So yeah, 0 potential.
If nothing else, they can punch out the tripwire hook strings for in the jungle temple to grab 1 or 2 extra.
Yeah.
104 will give you 26 wool, which is One wall,
Eight
not enough for nine, but that's
beds,
gonna be eight
yeah.
beds. That's so fine. Even I can hit eight bed zeros at this point, so I'm sure that both of these guys can as well.
Yeah, looks like, looks like bottom treasure might be a play here. I doubt any of the runners are gonna go for it, but maybe. Maybe it is a play.
Maybe. I think that Fort First wouldn't quite work for this run either. I think you can definitely hang a pearl towards the other Zero Eye stronghold that's also kind of near the fortress. Looks like um Molly might be close to finishing his route here. And there we go. Yeah. Hax is checking some of these bottom treasure chests, seeing if there's anything special for Robbie in that one if he
Molly's
needs
checking the
it.
stables.
This is what I was saying. I saw him come to this stables earlier and I was a little bit confused on
Uh,
it. But
I mean, if terrain is absolutely perfect to it, no, it doesn't look great. It
I
really
mean, it's
doesn't.
right next to the fort. Maybe he's thinking about fort first thing.
No, but
Going
it's
for
the
fort
other
first and
fort. I
then
think
digging
it's
through.
the fort that
Oh,
was like
what?
way up
Oh, of course.
north,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah. I was wondering how it expanded that far, but of course, I guess he's just able to maybe he hits some crazy overlap miracle route that we've never heard of in stables and um
The miracle
plays out of his
stables
mind.
route.
But I can't see it happening personally.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Looks like Hackingnoises is definitely set on the treasure. That's for sure. Molly, we're still unsure. I mean,
Yeah,
could go
I'm
either
not sure
way.
what he's going for here. Does he know there's a treasure? Of course he knows there's a treasure. That's
Surely.
what
I
I'm
mean, he
saying.
has the
Like,
seed nodes. He has the seed info.
just doesn't feel like it's a perfect it doesn't feel like perfect routing here from Mr. Moleyg. Hopefully he can pull something out. It looks like, this is a much longer routing session than we saw in the previous seed as well. He was pretty much done in 4 or 5 minutes here. Looks like a pretty simple nether portal for hacking noises.
Yep.
Oh, it is pretty buried. I think that's like
It's
5 deep
buried
and it's
and
back
back dragon, and it's
100.
100. Yeah, okay. With the site setup, maybe it could work, but no, actually, because food situation is going to be quite tough,
Yes,
and
that's also
you do
true.
need to heal in that scenario, because that is like a 4 pearls end fight.
Yeah, you need to
So
clip and then you need to pearl a few times and then up the tower. Yeah, so you would need to heal at some point. And unless there's maybe a golden apple that you want to save from this temple, it wouldn't really happen. There's a bit of gold, but I didn't see any golden apples. Yeah,
nope.
so.
Right, Molly's gonna get
Ooh,
stone here. Is he gonna
there's
skip
gravel there
the?
too. So
Oh,
that's
that's
lovely.
really nice. I mean, you did mention that there was someone to dig down to the lava pool, so
There is,
maybe.
yeah, there's so I guess he just is able to dig down in a slightly different spot, but
Yeah.
is he going for this? He's not going for the jungle
Oh,
pyramid.
okay.
Well,
So I think he's just not going for a pickaxe, and he's this time gonna do the pickaxe in the bastion. That's
I mean,
interesting.
okay. I don't know if it's the right play on this seed, but if it
S-
is, then it's pretty
Wait,
special.
but if he's going for the iron pick in the bastion, it definitely means he's going for stables. Like you don't go for treasure without a pick.
Yeah, you're so right. He's running 300 blocks to go for
Oh
the
my god.
stables.
Um,
Oh man. Okay, this is definitely a wild card seed for sure. I'm
out
not
of all
sure about this play from
things,
Molly, but
yeah, out of all things, I didn't expect them to have different bastion choices here. Like
yeah.
skipping one of the structures in the overworld, sure. Skipping the oh
Oh,
okay, skipping the treasure bastion, that was unexpected.
yeah. Skipping the bastion might have been a little joke, but actually skipping the intended bastion is an interesting one. I guess maybe he's got gold pick. He can giga drill through a wall.
It's possible. I mean,
I
Hackingnoise
don't
did go
really
for
like it,
both,
but
so he's definitely got everything.
goes for
Um,
both and enters the nether at the same time.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
correction. No more water. Troll. Okay, well, would have entered at the same time had he have not misplaced the water bucket and then replaced it with the lava. That's not ideal.
I'm surprised that these runners don't reset for mistakes in the overworld. Like, that is a fine thing to reset to, I feel like, because you're not wasting the most
Yeah.
time. But, I mean, I respect the play anyway. You know, you want to, especially in those scenario where you're doing a bit of the scouting on your first attempt, actually, it's, I guess, important to go through the
Yeah.
scene one time.
I mean, I guess it didn't take Moley that long. I mean, it still took him a while, but maybe the double triple is going to be faster than.
No, that's true. Actually, he's there at 3 minutes. That is really fast.
Like, that's
I didn't
not bad.
realize. That is
So,
actually insanely fast.
obviously, bear in mind that Hackingnoises did have 40 seconds extra to run back and grab water, but it might be, I think he might only be lose about 20 seconds to get to where he is. And also,
I mean, he's
Hackingnoises
at the
isn't actually
back.
starting the route, right? Like, he's digging through the back of this treasure, like you say. Having
That
to
I hate to say it, but I think stables
I
might actually have been the play.
It's not horrible. Oh, dude,
Oh, you
iron
do,
there
yeah,
as
you do get
well.
iron here, so you could just skip one of the. Maybe Hacking Noise is gonna realize. Maybe he didn't scout for that chest while he was running through the seat, but maybe there is a chance that now he just decides to change the route and skip one of the structures.
That's wild. I mean, yeah, you can just fully skip the
Jungle Temple.
jungle temple. Yeah, there's no need for it. You're at least guaranteed these 8 gold blocks as well. I don't know what the situation is looking like for Hackingnoises and gold blocks. Do people scout for these, or you just mine them anyway?
No, usually people like do them all on their first attempt, and then they try to remember. It's not always easy. we see runners on the last attempt still mining the wrong blocks. It's
yeah, no, that makes sense.
quite funny.
Oh, Hackingnoises can just get this solo rampart. Doesn't actually need the other one at all.
Okay.
Because was able to get 7 gold from the desert. From the jungle temple, some extra gold from the desert pyramid, and then 4 gold blocks from this side and 2 gold blocks from the bridge. So has
Makes
enough
sense.
already
Yeah.
without needing to go and get the other side, which is pretty clever. Able to get a bunch of string.
Moley's out. Sub 5. I mean, basically 5 flats.
Man, we can't be running 300 blocks and saying it's a viable route. How is this working?
I don't know. I've
What
genuinely
about
like
3
hanging a
rotten
pearl.
Hanging a pearl
Wait.
on 3 rotten flesh is
I don't know what he did there.
And then hurled in the same direction?
I feel like
Dude, I'm so
my brain is fried. I
confused.
don't. No, he must have turned before he threw the second one. But I thought he just pearled in the same direction as well.
So did I.
Oh,
I'm
Hacking Noise is
confused.
at the fort already, actually. Like,
Oh, that's it. It's over.
oh, okay, Moley. Yep.
Like, 2 rotten flesh is not going to be enough.
So he generally actually needs the desert temple for the food? For the rotten flesh? Surely not.
Like, he hits the desert temple, but he should probably go back to the jungle pyramid to get a few more rotten flesh.
Maybe. Surely there are some pigs or whatever in the overworld that he could pig. That he could kill.
Oh. Wait. Is Hackingnoises doing this on purpose? No.
No.
I thought maybe he was going for food.
No. There is no way.
Rotten flesh from the zombie piglins while you're waiting for the...
Hey, he looted the desert temple, so he could just TNT them all.
This is the new strat. We don't even worry about playing for BTs anymore. We play bucketless overworlds every time and kill zombie piglin for rotten flesh.
Yep. New meta.
This is
the
this is
8
the new
beds. Love
so
that.
comfortable. 8 bed 0 is going to be absolutely fine for Hackingnoises.
Oh! Hacking Noises just made iron bars. He's gonna go for ground 0. Yeah, that makes total sense. It's a very hard
0. What
it's
did I say?
yeah, it's a very hard 0. You get a tons of explosives and
No way.
yeah,
This
just
is gonna
makes
be
total
hella
sense.
impressive if he hits this.
Oh, that's so great. I didn't even think about that.
I've never seen ground 0 in a run. I've never actually watched one that's been proper. I've only seen that one tutorial video. So this will be
Dougal
my
actually went
first
for
time
it in
experiencing
ESI.
it.
Yeah. And there was another runner who went for it. I keep forgetting in ESI as well.
That's
But
hype.
oh, that's gonna be so cool. It might have just been Hacking Noise, honestly.
Dude, he's on 2.5 hearts, so he's gonna have
Raw.
the hunger reset in this portal room.
Yeah, for sure. Only one pearl though. That's nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
All right, let's see it.
Holy, all right.
He's not putting the armor back. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, dude, come on, hit this.
He's pearl clipping for the ground zero. That's funny to me. I mean, usually you'd wanna wait. He's going for
Wait,
regular
he's
zero.
going
What?
normal zero.
What? With three
Okay.
pearls. Okay. Site setup. Right. He got us by surprise here. Okay.
Okay, pop off.
I guess that's a like safety measure. The iron
8
bars.
explosives. I mean, it's not horrible.
Yeah. You do need lots of explosives for site setups. They
I
are
was gonna say you do.
quite hard. Like most of them. Oh, and that should be it. He
That
does
is it.
it. Oh my god.
Wow.
He even has enough health for an extra pearl, but doesn't need to. He has the boat. Let's go.
Very, very
What a
clean
zero.
run from Hack.
And I hate to say it, but considering Moley didn't go for zero on the previous run, with that hard of a zero, I don't believe he's gonna go for it.
Man, I agree. I think that it's going to be a case of Moley needs to hit some crazy route to be able to even think about beating that fastest completion in my eyes. Because I don't think he's going to go for the zero. He did say that he hadn't practiced any zero beforehand, so feeling a little bit nervous regarding it, but it's going to be a classic. And let's see if
Man.
he's able to take this completion with the low food situation again. 5
Oh, I
right
love
now
what
already.
Hackingnoises is doing. He's not doing the lever strats. He's just mining out with golden tools. That is
nice.
great.
Was there no food in the desert, in the jungle temple? Yeah, none.
I guess
Okay,
there's not. Yeah. So actually, it all relies on the desert temple. And Molly dies from the pigs. 23 minutes left, and he has to restart.
Ouch.
That is not looking great.
It's not what you want to see as a Moley G enjoyer. Yeah, it's looking like a tough one for Moley to come back from in this scenario. Obviously, now we are halfway through pretty much the allocated time, and both runners in the same spot in the run. However, Hackingnoises has an 834, so
Yeah. And that is like an 834 for this seed is really like wild to me. Is on the first attempt especially. Like I'm definitely sure runners could get sub 8 probably with enough attempts, but first attempt you have basically no food, you have a very hard zero, and you're just gonna hit an 834. It's not even like really standard oh,
Hacks forgot what the lava pool was.
he went to the wrong spot. Okay, I was like, please don't tell me it's a lava pool that only spawns half of the time. But no, okay, he genuinely just made a mistake.
Yeah, it had no memory of exactly where it was. So those 2 minutes were wasted. But who cares? It's like 2 minutes in the overworld. You're done. You reset. You go next, and that's it.
Wait, was Hacking Noise? Was that the run where he had to go back to get water? Surely not. The 834.
It was. Yeah. That was the run.
So, oh my god, that could be
There's
so
another
much
30
faster
seconds
then.
to save.
Yeah. No way. I didn't even think about that.
We're checking bottom treasure now.
Oh,
Why did we check bottom treasure there?
I mean, it could be fast, you know. Like,
I mean, it has 5 gold blocks in a chest.
oh my
It's not
god, oh,
that's
that,
really relevant. But
yeah, surely that's it. Maybe he just checked because he forgot to check if there was looting, and he was like, oh, might as well.
Maybe if there's looting. Yeah, and he had to reset for the
The lava pool anyway, so.
Yeah, lava pool. So.
Oh, really, really nice stuff. Molly is back in the nether, so let's see. Yeah, the terrain is just like really straightforward to stables, I guess.
Fair enough. Taking
really-
this full damage on 7 rotten flesh is not.
Yeah, he's on single digits rotten flesh. I was gonna say that is not. He does
That's
go
all
next
you
to
get.
a red biome. Yeah, It's kind of
Going,
weird to me that from Jungle Temple plus Desert Pyramid, you get 7 Rotten Flesh total. And he obviously doesn't go to
yeah.
the Jungle
Maybe
Pyramid, but
maybe
it's
he ate some already, but yeah, it's just
really not great. He loses a lot of health here too. Like there's a chance he dies in the Bastion again. He
oh, he's
doesn't play it
got
safe
one
enough.
apple this time,
Oh, okay.
so can
Is he
make
gonna
a
make
singular gap.
it? Okay. I was gonna say, can he save enough gold to make a golden apple? But probably.
Yeah, I think so because he's gonna get 8 from here, and I don't think that he needs. I don't actually think he needs 8 at all, but oh,
Oh!
he's getting
Oh
shot,
my
man.
god, yeah, okay.
Dude, this is looking so ropey. I do not like this at all.
Oh, I like that portal by Hackingnoise. Really, really cool.
Very nice. And gets in the nether pretty
My
much as
god,
fast
yeah.
as Moley, I think.
148, yeah, that's basically the same time. Even though, no, wait, that has to be slower. He goes for 2 structures.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
not that
way.
much slower though.
My god, okay. Yeah, I mean, he just goes to the closest bastion. He doesn't get the time loss for the water this time. Yeah, I mean, this bastion is just so much closer.
Yeah,
Even
it's
the
just right
Moley,
here.
yeah, Moley does like get to his at a decent time, but the hiking is just there a minute faster.
Yeah, it's just not gonna be oh, okay, it's not gonna really be comparable. I just can't see how Hackingnoises can lose this one. Gets Obby as well. Really nice. I think maybe that was the one of the quirky things as well. I don't think there's any Obby in the top chests, so you need to find Obby elsewhere. I'm not sure
Ah,
if that's true. There may have been, but maybe that is the quirk. Maybe that's why he's entering through this back route. Um, and maybe that's why Moley potentially didn't go for treasure.
yeah, he's not changing his overworld for the. You know, he did find iron before the route, but he's still getting
Yeah.
both structures. But I mean, it's a fine route. I really don't mind it. I especially like the gold tools play from the Jungle Pyramid. I think that's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's really cool. Not having to worry about getting out, just digging straight through. I think that's fantastic. I think that's a really cool play.
And okay, it looks like Molly is at the fortress a bit faster than last time. He
Yeah.
doesn't have much food, but if he plays it safe enough, he can probably get to the stronghold with some hearts left and just. Oh my god, that skeleton. Oh, it's taking a lot of his health. He was on hard. Yeah.
Rookie mistake, classic Moley G on hard difficulty still.
Oh my
Silly
god.
guy. Whoa!
So many with
Yeah,
skeletons.
there's an enchanted sword on that piglin.
Oh my god. Well, okay, as long as he doesn't hit it,
Yeah,
surely that's
yeah.
fine.
That's probably how he may have noticed, or maybe through the damage.
No, I think it was through the firing speed of the skeleton.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was like demolishing him.
Wither, and that's it. I think he's dead.
Oh my. Oh.
And he is.
And hiking noise at the fort at 420. That is really
Which is
fast.
40 seconds faster than Moley.
Yeah.
And add a spawner. I mean, taking this damage, which isn't ideal. We're not a big fan of this. If you get spawned on right now, it is over. But...
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Just
Even
gonna hit
takes the
TNT as well.
risk of putting the TNT. That is class.
I like that.
He's not going for the strays that are around though. I mean, maybe there's skeletons that he doesn't want to deal with. Considering he hit that 0 with only beds last time, I would even maybe go for an anchor and hunger reset. I don't know if he can make any anchors, actually.
I don't know either. Maybe a lack of glowstone?
I mean, he's
Didn't
healing,
check the inventory.
nice and slow.
Wait, he's angered the piglins again?
Did he? No.
Yeah. They're still angry at him.
They're still angry from the previous run. Gets meleeed, okay.
Okay, glad that he's okay. Like at this point, it feels like it's intentional. He's done it back to back.
Yeah, he's also still not going for the... Oh, wait, he only got 5 beds this time. Oh, he doesn't have enough wood.
Oh, no wood. Okay, well, that's fine. I think he just takes his time and goes and grabs wood in this nether. I think. I don't know.
Maybe,
Maybe the
yeah.
player he goes for the purge. I'm not sure. But it does feel like this seed is faster than the other one, so or this run is faster than the previous, so 5 rods. Just needs to kill one more blaze to get the going for the boat break.
Oh, yeah, like it.
Nice, there it is. Second
Nice.
try. Simple.
One extra
One
bed,
more
so
bed.
that's gonna be 6, I think. I
He only
mean,
needs to kill one more blaze. That's frustrating that he has to wait a whole nother cycle.
all right. I mean, there was lots of strays. Again, he could have gone for them and not waited for another cycle. I don't know if the reason he didn't go for them is because of the angry zombie piglins.
I guess so. That seems like it's the only feasible explanation to me, at least. I'm not sure though.
Oh, there is a chance. Again, I'm getting lots of info from chat. There is a chance that it's the TNT who
Could
angered the
well have
pigs.
been the TNT. Yeah.
Yeah, classic mistake. I can't say I haven't done that many times.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I'm with you there. Looks like, yeah, we are entering the end here. No ground zero set up this time.
No, but I mean, he's gonna try the back dragon 6 beds, I guess.
Dude, no way.
I mean, how many did he even use last time? I think it was 6 or 7.
Less armor, less food, and less time on his timer than he did last time. It's only 7 minutes at this point. So if he's
Okay.
able to see this run out, then this is a getting the TNT on the hotbar.
Yes, I've actually seen an Auxiliate clutch. It was in ESI as well, where she got the dragon super low and then placed TNT on herself and then dropped, and the dragon actually gets to your height and doesn't even need to. But the dragon would have gotten to Hackingnoises' height by the time the TNT explodes, and that actually just works somehow. Okay. He can't
It's just
curl.
beautiful.
Doesn't have a boat because he broke it. Half a heart! You didn't need to do that, but
You didn't like that
whatever.
ending, but you could have taken an extra second. Oh, actually, just got in the portal as soon as it lit, so...
Yeah,
But what an insane run
756.
that is. It's like, shaving off another 40 seconds, exactly as expected. No need to go for the water bucket replacement
Oh,
like
and
last
Moley
time.
dies again in the
Moley's
Bastion.
dead. And that, I think, is basically it, right?
The thing is, Molly can only get one more completion. And even if it is the fastest, even if Molly gets like sub 5 right now, well, he would have time for a next run. But even if he got like 745, Hacking Noise getting a third completion would literally just mean
without
Hacking
a break.
Noise winning on
Yeah.
completion amount. So
Sorry, I forgot that technically if Moley does get a sub 8 or sub 756 here, he does actually retake the lead, doesn't he? Yeah. So that would be his only out pretty much right now. He needs to rely on getting the fastest run and Hacking Noises not completing any more runs, which is honestly unlikely.
yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I guess it's literally just the Bastion choice. Like, Molly has to run more, he's using more food. He doesn't have enough food to sustain for the entire run. Because otherwise, like, sure, he's only going for one structure in the overworld, but what does that change for him? He doesn't get less food, he gets a bit less tools, but that doesn't really affect him dying.
Yeah, I think the deaths are coming from the fact that it's an SSV fort that's causing him to get a lot more random strays, as well as struggling quite a lot with, even in the Bastion, just taking unnecessary damage and such. It happens, but it's not what you want to see happen in this sort of run. Especially for the fact that he's gone to choose the Bastion without the iron. Sorry, with the iron pick.
Yeah.
My assumption is that's probably the reason that he went for that, because he didn't want to think about getting an iron pick from treasure, but there is a route that you can definitely hit, and we saw
Yeah.
Hackingnoises open up that chest and
I
say,
think-
okay, well, here's the iron.
You didn't mention that for the previous seed, but I think it also applies here. If you combine both of their runs, like you do Molly's Overworld and then you do Hacking Noises Nether, but you get the pick from the
Grab
Treasure
the-
Bastion,
yeah.
I think you
I think that
actually
could
get
work,
an
yeah.
insane run, yeah.
It's weird, because last time it felt like it was Hackingnoises Nether, Overworld and Molly's Nether.
True,
Whereas
yeah.
now it's, the other way around. So if only they had switched their individual Overworlds and Nethers, we could be seeing a seed number 3, but it does look like, at least at this point, that it probably is going to go to Hacking Noises 2-0, unless we see a miracle from Moleyg
Oh,
here.
Hackingnoise just broke the boat on his way down. I don't know if that was intentional, but I would assume not. But that's still convenient if he got the same amount of.
It is helpful.
Yeah, if he got the same amount of food as last time, I mean, it's gonna help him out for sure. I don't think he needs the boat past this point.
Yeah, no, I don't see why he would. Because this chest here that Hacking's going to open, right, that has the iron and the obby that he grabs, yeah. So
Yeah.
could definitely skip the jungle temple for that, I think. But obviously you would end up with just a stone pick for the start of the run. But that's particularly a massive time loss.
Yeah, it's probably manageable.
Yeah.
Again, it's oh yeah, okay. It's funny to me that Hackingnoise is probably going for the route that is currently the riskiest route, or not even the riskiest, but the one where you're on average going to take the most damage, I would say.
Yeah.
And
It
that
feels
is
like
also one of the seeds where you get the least food of all of ESI. Like 7 rotten flesh and that's it. Molly gets
Yeah,
an apple, but I think it's
feels
just
like
luck.
very much. Yeah, he does TNT next to a jungle tree with oak leaves on the ground. I think to intentionally try and get apples, which is brilliant. It's brilliant insight and thinking like, okay, yeah, I can get 1 extra bit of food by doing this. It's still not working. I mean, it's a good idea, but it's not coming to fruition for him. He's not able to get the he's not made it into a golden apple or anything as of so far, at least. Maybe
True,
that's
yeah.
his intention, going for the golden apple so he can go for the 0. But we've
Ah,
already
so he's
seen...
saving it for later, but I mean, if he dies before he can even 0, that's not really worth it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And again, like we say, Hacking Noises has been able to hit these 0s without any food, just with a hunger reset in the portal room. So
It is really impressive, by the way. Like, that is...
oh yeah, 100%. It's not expected. It's still very awesome to see that.
I think his pearl... Yeah, he needs to... Okay. Okay, that was close. But I mean, it's not even... Like, even if Hacking Noises dies here, first of all, he has time for another completion, potentially. Second of all, I mean, he probably wins anyway, regardless.
Almost certainly does win here, yeah. What is Molly doing with these piglins? I'm so confused. Okay.
Hacking Noises got spawned on.
Yeah, but look at the time, right? Hacking Noises is at the spawner, having killed 5 blazes at 5:07.
Yeah.
Molly is at 5:17, just leaving the bastion, having
purling
towards the fort.
I think he unhang a pearl here. Because that was like 5 hearts in a row.
The Gapple is coming out to play here as well, so we're not going to see a 0, and we're just not going to see this completion, I don't think.
I think we might see that completion, but we're definitely not seeing a sub-8.
Yeah, we're not seeing a sub-8.
I mean, you might be right about not seeing completion at all, by the way. I think it's just, no.
Oh, and the Pearl Hang doesn't actually work as well. He gets... Oh, no, sorry, he threw 2 pearls then. My fault. He actually threw multiple pearls. At 2.5 hearts, though, with 1 single rotten flesh, it's not looking strong. Did I just miss the fact that Hax died?
We probably did, yes. Okay.
Focusing too much on Moley, and he's back in the overworld, so he must have died in that fortress. You did say he got spawned on, so he probably was on low health. Maybe a rogue skeleton or a wither skeleton.
Didn't die reset. That's interesting.
No way.
I mean, he probably... Yeah, he probably just thought he wasn't going to get the fastest run on this one, and he's going to want to absolutely make sure he gets... Yeah, he probably thinks that run has more potential, than what pace he was currently on.
Yeah, but little does he know, he only needs a completion, basically, to guarantee it.
He apparently...
Molly's dead.
Oh, Molly's dead, yeah, it's over. He apparently didn't have enough health to unhang the pearl, which is an issue.
Okay, yeah, so he didn't actually die, but he knew that he couldn't survive.
Yeah, and unfortunately with a pretty... I mean, it's a very tough seed.
He could have forced Zombie Piglin Rotten Flesh.
Fair, yeah. Molly has given up, by the way, so yeah, no completions, unfortunately, and it's going to be a 2-0. for
And
Hacking
that
Noise.
is going to be it for Hacking Noises. Going to advance. Very nice. Very, I mean, a very, very strong showing from Hacking Noises.
Yeah.
Just proving why
Just
he's one of the best.
just being able to complete this seed is a feat in itself, in my opinion. Like this seed is really hard,
Yeah, it's a
and
very tough seed.
he's making it look easy. I mean, he's going through it, and he's even doing one of the hardest zeros we've seen so far.
I mean, yeah, it's an unreal zero. Having to hit that clip, then run and hit that pearl, and then hit another pearl, side setup, and he hit it with just 6 beds. And I understand, 6 bed zeros aren't anything to go and write home about, tell your mom, but it's like still impressive in a tournament whereby you're having to hit this clip and, for the fastest time, and he just beats his own time by 40 seconds. And, it's impressive, all right? I can say that it's impressive nonetheless.
It really is. Makes some adjustments here on where he digs out of the treasure so that he's on that little path next to the lava instead of in the middle of the lava. That's,
Yeah, I like that a
it's
lot.
like
And
really small details, but I like to see that.
yeah, and the time save does look like it will help him out here. Potentially able to finish this off, but he does only have, cumulative 7 minutes, 30 seconds max. So who knows if he's actually going to be able to, who knows if he's going to actually be able to finish this run. It's looking like it'll be pretty close. Hopefully he gets the completion. Unsure on that though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be
Zombie
really close again. That was the same scenario in the previous run.
Yes, it was, and obviously Moley just about finished it. Well, would have definitely finished it out had it not have been for the crash. So.
Yeah, true. Those piglins could decide on a sooner end to this match, even.
Yeah.
All right,
59 gold still not traded? Did that say 59 or did that say 19 or something?
I think this was
must have
19.
misread that.
I think it was
Okay.
19.
At least that
Yeah, just
seemed
no
to make a
food
bit more
left.
sense.
I mean, okay.
And it's over.
That didn't really work out. Yeah.
I
I feel
Noises, little does he know, going to be able to pull up the stream here and see that he has completed the seed twice and does take the victory. Not only for the seed, but for the whole match. 2-0. Very, very clean play by Hacking Noises. Congratulations.
yeah, congrats. I mean, that first completion was already impressive, the 834, but then we remembered that that was with the 40-second time loss from the water. So
Yeah,
756.
able to run it back.
Really impressive. And yeah, I'm surprised that Molly went to that Bastion, but I think he still could have made it work. I feel like that, as you mentioned, the fact that his fortress was SSV just made it really hard to survive with the little amount of food that they got.
Yeah, running all that way to the Bastion, even small ticks of damage, taking, half a heart in full damage or, a shot from a Wither Skeleton because you're
Anything
running through
counts.
the... Sorry, shot from a regular skeleton because you're running through the SSV. It's like, it's tough. It's tough to then be able to say, right, my 7 rotten flesh is going to be able to let me do double distance pearl hangs, let me pearl to this SSV fortress and not take any damage throughout the whole run. It's like you get hit by a piglin once or twice, it's just over. And so, we've seen that so many times during Moley's run. Whereas you look at Hacking Noises, no need to throw as many pearls, no need to go as far in the nether, able to just go straight into the back of the treasure, pick up the iron that was in that chest if he needed to, and then be able to hop straight up, go to the top of the bastion, and have an abundance of gold. Play it slightly safe, you don't need to take any damage by...
We did see that on that last Bastion route, he took a lot of damage from the piglins, and it turned out that he died in the end, so makes sense.
Yeah, it seems like he wanted to play it a little bit safer in that last during the first 2 runs, I guess. Was going for a bit more risk, I guess, because of the fact that he knew he only had about 7.5 minutes left, needed to beat not only his best time that he had done, but obviously the match's best time at the same time, trying to really push to get that victory, and obviously didn't need to. Already had it locked up and in the bag. So, yeah, congrats to Hacking Noises.
Yeah, congrats to Hacking Noises. He will move on to the next step of the lower bracket. So I think it is round 5? Round 6, actually. No, round 5, against Olsahin. So Olsahin, who is the last, actually, player who went through the open qualifiers. Because Wolfdogo
Oh
just
wow.
lost to Feinberg last night.
Mhm.
And Beef Salad, I think, was also one of the last one and lost to Draconics. So Olsahin is guaranteed top 8, and he's going to go up against Hacking Noises. No, that's not going to be an easy task, but I'm very excited about
Not
this match.
But hey, to get to the end, you have to beat all the best players, and to
Exactly.
get to the end, he's gonna have to go through Hacking Noises. Hacking Noises getting through this round, taking down Moley in his path. Yeah, just a very clean 2-0 here. Hacking Noises not really troubled throughout most of the time. Obviously, Moley in a little bit of a tough scenario with not being able to practice quite as much as I think he would have wanted to. Maybe putting in a slightly worse performance than he would have liked. But either way, a very, very good showing and a very good 2-0.
Yeah, impressive performance. And that being said, we will leave you there, and we'll have our next match being Draconics against Danny Boy being tomorrow. Actually, it's going to be streamed by T-Wags. Actually, it's today for NA people. It's tomorrow 3 a.m. for me. So yeah, that's going to be the last round actually of loser bracket round 4. And whoever wins that match is going to go up against Feinberg in the lower brackets. Very scary opponent, of course, especially in the lower brackets. Like, it's you lose, you're out.
Yeah, not
Uh,
something you're expecting to see Feinberg in the lower bracket, but of course, ESI not his main stomping ground.
Actually,
Exciting to see.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Feinberg went to the lower brackets in ESI 1 and 2 and then won both. So,
There you
you
go.
know, he does
Very,
come back
very,
from
very
these
good point.
situations.
And will he
Um,
be able to come back from it again? So yeah, so it's gonna be, so it's the winner of Danny and Draconics, right? That faces
yes,
up against Fine. Oof. Not a, I mean, not an easy opponent for Feinberg either. To be fair,
that's true.
both
They're
players very,
both very
very,
good.
very strong.
Yeah.
Um, winners bracket also looking pretty stacked. So really, really exciting coming towards the end of ESI now. Gonna be getting right into the crux of this situation. A lot of matches still to be played. What is that? Like probably 10,
About
15 matches?
10. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, stick around. Make sure you guys have followed both of these POVs that you're going to be watching. Hopefully, I can get back in the booth at least one more time. Thank you for having me, Antoine.
Yeah, no worries. It was great having you.
And
And
yeah, excited to see the next few games.
yeah, thank you. That's about it. We'll see you later for on T-Rex's channel.